Hey, this is Alan Albright.
Travis Harmon here. Pleasure to be with you, Coach Albright.
We're here at the Battle of the Forks. You know, a couple of years ago I lived in American Fork and then I switched forks. So here I am in Spanish Fork, you know.
We were lucky to get you over here, too.
Yeah, you helped a lot. So we got a match tonight and they've got this Battle of the Forks, and it's about this. These are two coaches or brothers from the American Fork coach, Coach Spencer, and the Spanish Fork coach, Coach Spencer.
Two Spencers going at it. The pressure's on. They'll have some fun over Thanksgiving dinner talking about this one.
We want to thank Spanish Fork 17 for covering this match. This is they've tried to make this a big event, and which I've never seen. They gave out a bunch of Spanish Fork wrestling shirts, long sleeve shirts, and it's kind of neat what they've done. And the fans just go up, say they want a shirt, and they get a T-shirt.
Well, Coach Spencer's done a good job on the promotional side, and we're trying to make it fun for everybody. And the crowds are coming out. We've got a lot of enthusiasm, and we just have a real positive program. It's a pleasure to be a part of it. Our team's looking good this year. We have a great group of young men. They're working hard in the room. We have a relatively young team. We have just two seniors, and the rest are, naturally most of them, sophomores and freshmen with a little mix of juniors in there.
Well, if you're going to battle, that's what you want to do. Then it looks like the JVs did a good job. They won overall with American Fork. But as you know, when it comes to the varsity game, it's a match. It's a whole different game.
Well, we'd like to think that hopefully varsity will pick up where the JV left off and get a win here tonight. It's going to be exciting.
Really, you look at the coach, and he does look like Spencer sitting there. He really does.
They do from a distance. They almost they are twins from a distance.
So that's interesting. At first I think, what is he sitting over there for? But that's his brother. Spanish Fork is yet to come out. American Fork's ready. They're sitting here, but I think here comes Coach Spencer.
If anyone ever comes down, they get to hear their old Spanish Fork guy announce. Brad Warren does a great job announcing our wrestling matches.
Now you see the robes. You know that when I first came here in 1976, I got robes for them. We just did a shorter one, almost like a karate type thing. You go to Oklahoma, and that's what they got, is everybody is in robes, Iowa State used to always wear robes.
Well, we went retro. We're back to the robes, and I remember those robes as a little kid coming down and watching the wrestling matches, watching the high school kids, the Argyles and the older Shepherds and the Brenleys and that
the old crew. Argyles and Shepherds.
So that was quite an entry by our mascot. He entered with a cartwheel and two double backflips.
I think they're going to go with the light tonight. Okay, they'll kind of get an introduction, and then they'll flip the coin and see if they want odd or even, meaning every odd match, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, they would have the choice in the second period to say top, go on top, go bottom, or go neutral, or they can defer and make the other guy pick.
That's correct.
And that sometimes can involve some strategy there, because say you got a real good rider, and so you might you might go ahead and defer, and that guy picks down, and then you turn him a few times, and come third period, you choice, and say, hey, I'll stay on top, turn him some more. I used to do that with John Coles at BYU. He's a big old tall skinny guy, and they'd look at him and think, I'm going down. And then I'll never forget in one match, the guy, he turned him. It was even after first period. Second period comes, and he just turned him everywhere but loose, and he's ahead by 13 points. And he looks at me because we got the choice third period. I said, stay on top. And the other guy looks at me like disgusted.
Well, if it's working for you, there's no need to change, right?
Yeah. Here we go. 145.
We have
Spanish will be in the gray uniform. American Fork looks like a black with some red striping.
Coleman's one of our young wrestlers. He's a great soccer player, a lot of athletic ability. He really came on last year and made it to the state tournament.
Right now, kind of work for positioning, tie-ups to see who's going to work inside, who's going to take the shot. American Fork shoots, he sprawls, trying to get his head down. He's got to pull a hand off. You got to pull a hand off. And now he's, don't step over that.
Whizzer in.
You never step over that.
There's the danger in stepping over a whizzer. He's going to battle out. American Fork did get the takedown and 2 back points. It looks like.
And American Fork's high. If he keeps a good base there, he could have. Yeah, you never step over a wizard. Or what'll happen is just what did happen. You'll end up on your back.
Coleman recovered, scores 4-0 for American Fork. He's working bottom position. He's keeping a good base. We're looking for an escape here.
He should be, right now he's trying to peel his hands and come up. Now he gets his arm caught. He's in a bar arm situation. He needs to plant the hand and move his hip back. Now just come up.
Got 10 seconds left here in the first period. Don't suspect anything's going to change.
He needs to avoid getting turned here, especially with the time where it is. You don't want to give any points up at this point.
Coleman's choice, he deferred. American Fork takes neutral.
That's good. He needs to circle a little more. He's kind of backing up. There you go. Circle in.
Wrestlers in the collar tie position, looking to.
Now see, Spanish Fork should not let him take that inside tie up. He's got to be alternating that.
We work on not mirroring the other guy's tie. I know, try to incorporate some of the good stuff that Coach Albright brought from Oklahoma State. That's controlling elbows, lifting and passing elbows to get behind our opponent. There it was right there.
It sure was.
And we just have to work with our younger wrestlers on.
Don't want to wrestle on your knees. Yeah, get out, get a fresh start.
That's a good point, Coach. When the tie starts to become
you don't like it, get out of it.
Tightened up, get out and get a good reset. Starts to gel, starts to get too tight, and a lot of those shot opportunities come within the first 3 seconds when you
he
first
can't get
that tie.
And he can't get down on his knees. He's got to keep his head up too. He's letting the guy control his head. Guy set him up for double. Yep.
We got a good sprawl. American Fork shot.
He's got to keep his head under and pull the hand off. And he can run around this.
I think we're in a great position to score here. If we'll keep that head stuffed and drag, clear that hip and go behind. There we go.
Nice.
2 points. Spanish Fork scores 4-2.
Very nice.
That was the sprawl Coach Albright can be proud of. He taught us early on
and
how
that
to do
set
that.
it up. That's what people don't realize. Plus, the guy's underneath, and when he's underneath like that with his head underneath, and he can't breathe well, and that has an effect in the match.
Over the long
It's
haul,
actually our choice, Spanish Fork's choice. Now he's got to have a move off the whistle.
2 minutes. We're down by 2 points. An escape. There's our
Nice.
escape. 1. Scores 4-3. I sense if Coleman will set this up and wrestle smart, we can get a win out of this. It seems like maybe the momentum's turned in our favor just a little bit. They went
Nice
arm drag.
Drag, yep. A sprawl again. Pull the hand off. You got to pull the hand off. Keep his head under. There you go. Now keep the pressure on the head. This.
You got a 3/4.
This can help.
And looks like we're going to score again here off a takedown. We're looking for a great job. Coleman's doing a great job keeping his hips back. We are just inches away from scoring another takedown here. If he'll just release that and get his 2 points.
There you go.
2 points.
Nice up. And I'm telling you,
5-4, 1 minute to go.
The guy underneath like that, he ends up expending a lot of energy. You can see the guy's head's down. All we got to do is keep good control.
If we keep him flattened out and need to be conservative, we don't need to rush a turn. We need to be smart on our turns. Keep him broken down as a rule of thumb.
Okay, he's to back up, so we got to break him back down. He might try to cradle him.
Coleman's working an ankle ride or an Iowa ride.
And he really needs to stay behind the hips, too. Keep back.
Stay behind the arms and the hips. Look, we've got 15 seconds here, and I think we're down to the last 10 seconds.
He's hitting it for stalling, but
to no avail.
I don't know why you'd hit him with 10 seconds left. The guy's not trying to get up. We're riding.
And we were coming out to the side to work that cradle. I'm not sure either.
So Spanish will win that match 5-4. Tough match. But good job. And I still say it takes its toll if you can keep the guy in front of you with his head down and he's shooting. That gasses the guy. Plus, they're nervous because they're underneath there and they're not scoring. And that takes an effect on your win. There's so many little things that make a difference in a match.
Well, Coach, I think you were always one of the premier coaches at teaching us all the little nuance of wrestling, and I agree with that. What a gutsy win, though. He's down 4-0. He didn't fold. He came back and won the match. Spanish Forks up 3-0. We have our senior, Brock Davis. Brock's done a great job. He's a good team leader, one of our team captains, and has some great attacks on his feet. We'll look for a slide by there. It was right there.
Nice. Oh,
and
stayed. Yeah.
Got our 2. American Fork peeked out, reversed Brock. That didn't last long.
Neither
Brock's
one.
back up for an escape. Scores 3-2.
Actually, it's 0-0. They didn't give any points.
They waived off all the points.
Yep.
Huh?
Because it was a scramble and decided that neither one really had control. This is interesting.
Nice ankle pick by Brock Davis.
Nice. Now stay in there.
There's our 2 points.
They got to stay in that between the bottom leg. It's so deadly, and he had it.
I think that's one of the things that's missed most even in the college wrestling matches is they'll leave that bottom leg and crawl up and start tying wrists up when that bottom leg is a true gift to be able to score.
Well, and the reason it's so tough is because if you get the bottom leg, you control their hip. And in wrestling, the power comes from your hip. Well, it comes in any sport. He's got to be careful. This guy's a flopper, so he's got to be real smart in wrestling here.
American Forks trying to Granby, put the Granby on him.
And he's got to respect this.
He does. He does. That Granby can end up being 5 quick points in the other wrestlers. So American Forks working the Granby, Brock sprawled out, working the reverse half, and got the near leg in. Kind of at Merkel position. We might get some back points out of this. He keeps working.
He's going to get too high.
They need to get a whizzer in there and get your hips belly down. So.
Yeah, in that situation, you got to feel when you're too high. So we rode most of that period, but now here it is tied, 2-2. And he gave that away within 10 seconds.
Spanish Fork takes down. Scores 2-2 going into the second period.
Trying to get a switch. Keep your hips up.
Needs to reset. Brock switches. The other wrestler re-switches and maintains position.
Both these guys are kind of
wrestling.
Got to shake him up. Don't let him get them both in.
American Forks looking to put both legs in. It's riding
That's
tough.
he had a figure 4. The ref didn't see it.
He did. You're right. Figure 4ing the body would result in a point for the other wrestler. The referee wasn't in position to see it.
You got to shake the guy off. He's way high. He's got to get inside with his right arm. Take advantage of that. He's way high. Shake him off.
Tripod up. If Brock will tripod up and come off his knees, I think he's going to come out the back. American Fork wrestler does the wise thing and releases him rather than give up 2 points. So we've got a good match going here.
They have the score.
I think they've got the score wrong. I think the score should be 3-2 for Spanish Fork.
I think so too.
And Coach Spencer just corrected the scoring table. So we're good, and there's an opportunity to score right there. Great sprawl. Really, we should be circling hard and getting those 2 points right there. Straighten that leg.
Don't let the knee touch the mat. Keep your hips where you're keeping the pressure on him. He wants to try to throw him here, but he's got to be careful.
Scramble position. Brock Davis looks like he's ended up on top. At the head, nope, nothing called yet. They're scrambling.
Got to drop your hips back.
Brock, nothing yet. These are some great scrambling in this match. A very entertaining match. They're doing a great job. Brock Davis going for a whip over. Ref calls him out of bounds.
Wow. That's something else right there. These guys are both these guys are very lanky and flipping around. He's trying to say, is that a takedown? Because they were both on their feet. And they're going to put them back on their feet.
Yeah, there was a couple instances there where maybe we could have went either way. I think the ref's being conservative, which seems to be calling a fair. He seems to be calling a fair match.
As long as they're consistent.
The consistency's right.
So now American Fork will pick down.
Here we go into the third period. Brock Davis up 3-2. I think that Brock will keep forward pressure. First order of business, try to break the guy down, see if we can take the gas out of him. He's got to get his hips
up a little bit. Can't let his hips above yours. You never want to let your hips get below the other guy, especially when you're on top.
Wrestler on top needs to try to break the other opponent down flat. As a rule of thumb, maybe there's a cradle opportunity there.
Yeah, there is a cradle opportunity. It's just if
looks like we might. Oh, he's
come with your right hand around his body, and you can put him on his back.
Both of these wrestlers are great scramblers and doing a good job. No points yet. They're Brock Davis looks like he's working a Granby. No, and the wrestler comes out. American Fork
see, that's a case where he's got to recognize when the other guy's high and how to take advantage of that. Now he's got his arm in trouble here. And
we are stretched. Definitely the advantage is American Fork. We're stretched out. And American Brock's fighting tough, trying to avoid the turn.
He's got to get his right elbow in, or his left elbow in.
We got 25 seconds left. If he can create some type of scramble position, I don't know if he can base up. And this is a really hard-fought match. There's 8 seconds to go. The match could have went either way.
Well, he's got to understand where his positioning is. That's a match he could have won, but it got high, let himself get high, and didn't take advantage of the other guy getting high. But they're both tough wrestlers.
They both wrestled a great match. We'll live and learn.
But you see how tired, we look tired here because he exerted a lot of energy, didn't need to, just by positioning.
In that last round, when you're underneath and flattened out and trying to base up, that takes just about every wrestling's the ultimate cardio sport or activity, in my opinion. And
so that brings the team score 3-3. And this is who from Spanish Fort?
This is Connor Edwards. Oh, we're in deep on a double leg here. We got to get to the corner. And it's turning that into a single. American Fork wrestler stuffed our head, put a 3/4 Nelson on us, rolled us through. 2 points, American Fork.
Now, you can't put your head to your knee. That's another situation or two where we shot and didn't get in deep enough. You want to back out and start fresh and hit enough. Sometimes you stay in too long, and that's what happens. And that's what happened to the American Fork kids when we won. Got to watch getting his head to his knee. Get your hips up and out.
Bottom guy, and he just needs to keep moving on.
He moved to that.
The head gets too close to the knees in wrestling. It's ideal for a cradle situation.
Yeah, either side. He fought out good. He's going to be in trouble here.
American Fork scoring back points. And then a pin for American Fork.
That'll make score 9. I mean, make the team score 9-3. Pins kill you. That's like losing 2 matches. When you give up a pin, it's twice what a regular match win is. Well, so technically, you could win more matches and still lose if they got pins.
You know, the cumulative effect of bonus points in wrestling in dual mates and tournaments is just that. You can win more matches, but if you're not picking up the bonus points, you could come out on the losing side. This is Darren Euler. He's doing a great job. Darren's a great kid. He's coming on.
And what weight is this?
This is, we are at 160. 25. We're 165 right now, Coach.
Okay. Well, now you got to keep facing. You got to keep facing, keep facing, keep facing. There you go. Keep
Darren's
facing.
in on a leg. He's keeping his outside leg up, not getting stuck on 2 knees, which is good. He's looking to bring that head
now
through. And American Fork's doing a good job on defense. And he's going to hang in there. And we're going to look like we're going to stay with this and keep circling. And we got the far ankle and 2 points, Spanish Fork. Takedown. We picked up a cradle here. Looks like.
Can't get high like this. Don't get high. Be smart. You're high. You got to recognize that.
Darren has locked up a cradle. He's readjusted. Looks like we might.
Even this up. Yes.
Spanish Fork for a pin.
Good job. That evens it up.
High score. It's been a fun duel so far. So congratulations to Darren Euler. Picked up a pin, far side cradle.
That helps. Now we're back 9-9. Back even.
Now
We're ready. We maybe can take a break for our sponsors. Okay, we're back.
American Forks in on a leg.
No, don't turn your back. You never turn your back.
American Fork 2 points takedown.
Just come up. Oh,
Spanish
yes.
Fork reversal.
Keep right there.
Puts American
Hold him
Fork
right
to his
there.
back. We're going to seal another pin right here.
Hold him right there.
That looks to me to be a pin. I think the ref was out of position.
Yes.
6 more points, Spanish Fork.
You got to stay on the mat, though. You got to stay on the mat. That's a great job. That'll make it 15-9. These pins are big.
2 back-to-back pins for Spanish Fork. Puts us in really good position. We just need to keep the momentum going.
Yeah, and as we've seen in these matches, it could go either way sometimes.
This is going to be a good match. Hunter Rasmussen has been in the upper weights ever since his freshman year, and now he's kind of coming into his own, and he's doing a great job in the room.
He's going
to be a real force.
Tall drink of water here too, really.
195.
So that's Briggs' son. Briggs was a football player for Spanish Fork.
I believe that is Briggs' son.
Just be smart. Good job. Good.
Hunter
Nice.
snaps down and scores.
Spinner's a winner. Cradle it.
He's looking to cradle.
Now hold him.
I think we're going to
drop your hip. Drop your hip.
Another pin right here for Spanish Fork. He's got him tight. Like he's got his inside shoulder up. We're going to get 3 points near.
If he can switch to a half here, go in the crotch with the other hand.
He's not letting him off his back, Coach. He's going to.
No, you got to come back around. You're high. Feel that. Feel where you're at.
Going to suck him back.
He's got to get back.
He hasn't released the grip. We're right back there.
Yeah, all right.
3 consecutive pins for Spanish Fork.
Spanish Fork go up
a lot
21-9.
Now.
Boy, he stayed on the hunt, didn't he?
He did. He didn't let that go. A lot of guys would have released it and went back to something else. He wanted that pin. He stayed with it. We have a caveman on the mat. Or who is that?
Oh, look at this. Oh, they're going to do a little show.
We have a Don and a caveman, and it looks like they're going to scrap in the middle of the mat here. Oh, that's what the pause is about.
But what is the Don? I don't understand the tail.
Well, it's a raccoon Don. Looks like.
Oh, the coaches are taking on the.
And you're right, Coach. Both coaches are wearing black pants, black shirts, red ties. They're brothers. It's hard to tell what the colors are essentially the same for each school.
Same haircut.
Same haircut. I think Coach Spencer just got the Spanish Fork Coach Spencer just got knocked down. Now they're bringing out chairs.
Yeah, I don't think these guys want to quit their day jobs, you know. Trying to give a little professional wrestling touch on it.
I guess it's a little bit like Nacho Libre spinoff here, right?
Yeah.
Well, Coach, you know be a head coach of a wrestling program is a labor of love. They put a ton of time in it. The wife sacrifices, the kids, the whole family sacrifices to make it work. And the Spencer family has been committed to the sport of wrestling for a lot of years.
Well, yeah, these guys, not only will they wrestle a couple duels a week, they'll be at a tournament all day, going in Friday and all day Saturday. I mean, I'm talking all day.
And it is exhausting. It's you wrestle vicariously through your wrestlers when you're out there. It's draining.
Oh, it is, yeah. Sometimes you can't speak the next day after after the tournament.
We're going started with wrestling.
Here we come, 220-pounders.
Yeah,
Tyson Terry, Spanish Fork. Tyson is a younger wrestler. He'll be around next year as well. So
Did he play football?
yes, Tyson plays football, and he and Hunter Rasmussen, who just got the pin at 195, are great workout partners and
Oh, yeah,
are
that's
pushing each other every day.
terrific. Especially with these big guys, it's real important to have a good workout partner. It is at any weight, but especially if you can get the big guys.
Well, there's been years past where we struggled to have a team with a lot of big guys on it, and our big guys have carried our program here in recent years. Done a good job.
That's it. Keep right there, nice. And you
got 2 points, Spanish Fork.
every one of these American Fork guys so far are suckers for near cradles. They bend at the waist with their hands and their feet down and their hips way up in the air, and that's when you want to cradle somebody.
Tyson Terry's up 2-0. He's working to break their opponent down flat and work for an arm bar. Looks like he's choosing to go for
trying to get the cross-face
cradle. And I think
he's got to be
may
careful.
have that locked up. He's got to be careful he doesn't get too high.
Oh, there you go. That's what you want. There's what you want. Get that head in the side, though.
It's got to go on the side.
If he gets that head in the side, he can get a better bite on it.
What Coach Albright is suggesting, if he'll do that, we'll get some points out of this. He's got a.
He can even step inside the leg on the.
He could turk that bottom leg.
He's got to get his head in the side. See, he's got his head on top, which keeps him from getting the bite he needs.
American Fork wrestler broke the hold.
Got to be careful. You don't want to give up points right here.
Oh.
See, that's basically giving away points there. You let him have his one. If don't hold on, that could be considered the pig dog. I don't know if you know what the pig dog theory is, but
I'm sure you taught it to us one time or the other.
The American Fork guy picks down. Pig dog, it was the Oregon State, Dr. Dale Thomas, who was famous, great coach at Oregon State. He had a theory, the pig dog they get him out and he grabs the ear of the pig. They're getting escape for one.
Watch the throw,
Yeah.
Well, we kind of saw that throw coming. We get standing up too tall in wrestling.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, American Fork picks up a pin.
You hate to see that. That's positioning. Just got to learn his positioning. But anyways, a pig dog will grab the ears of the pig, and all the guy has to do is come up, take a sludge or a hammer or something, just pop the pig in the head. Well, the only way the pig can defend is if he can get the dogs going downhill, because the dog won't let go of the ears, and so he'll run them into a tree, and it busts their head open, and so that's what we call the pig dog theory. You don't want to be a pig dog. Heavyweight, here's the big boys.
Jaden Green is a junior. He's doing a good job.
Was he Dawes' workout partner last year?
Yes, and got some good experience. One that remembers Sam Daw. Sam was one of the top heavyweights in the state.
Trying to hit.
And,
That's hard to hit a heavy. You got to be careful here. These big
Jaden's
boys.
American Fork had a bear hug. Jaden had 2 overhooks and was able to get his hips back. I thought he might try a throw there. I think he needs to get in position and
it's hard
just,
to just
be
throw a guy
slow
there.
us down just a little bit. Go to our backs. American Fork gets 2.
Nice job not getting on his back.
He did. He bailed out good. We're Jaden is
No.
Jaden's
Get off of that.
tried to roll.
He went the wrong way he was trying to roll, but he was rolling over his own shoulder, and you don't do that.
So Jaden was in peril there for a minute. He's based up. There he went for his
Nice.
patented roll.
Nice.
The heavyweights have to be careful. They sink a half or a tight waist in too deep. The
They get
other
rolled.
guy will roll you. They ride in 2 parallel when you do that.
And both these guys look like they could do the roll, huh?
I like to see a guy go back and pick up an ankle and flatten the guy coming down. Make sure you don't get too high, as Coach Albright said a few different times.
Especially a heavyweight. There you go. Keep him right there. End it.
We got another pin
That's
right
it.
here. And it's Ford picks up another 6 points.
Wow.
Just like that. That was quick.
Makes it 27-15. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with the lightweights. Spanish Fork will give up a forfeit here, making it 27-21. We'll see what happens from here.
We're now at weight class 113.
Well, last year this match came right down to the wire. I think we ended up with the win, but the last few years these dual meets have been close.
These guys are 2 little wiry guys.
113.
We need to get a new. We got.
Wait.
He's
American Fork scores off a front headlock.
trying to do a sit out. These guys like to ride. It looks like on the legs. Got to watch getting his arms trapped. Still a lot of time in this first period. Over a minute left. He's got to be careful here. Sometimes with a good leg rider, you just want to stalemate it. Now he's gotten him.
Looks like American Fork did pick up a couple near fall points. So with Spanish Fork with an escape.
I got to pull the hand off. They're trying to reach over without pulling the hand off, and he's going to have more leverage if he gets both hands on the legs. Immediately got to pull the hand off, and now he's only trying to do it with one. And he got stabbed his head. You can see he's trying to jack up our leg here. And he's getting points.
American Forks being effective with that bottom leg you alluded to earlier, Coach. Looks like we're in a perilous position, a leg cradle.
Yeah.
Not something seen too often, but.
I mean, especially in a match like this, and you know you're getting beat. You still don't want to give up that pin. You still don't want to give up that pin because that makes a big difference in the point total.
Yeah, I think at one time we had an 18-point lead. It's elusive because American Fork is with the forfeit. They're only down by 6 points. So
Yeah, and each of these matches are going to be very important. Okay, you got to get a new tie-up. That's not your tie-up.
Wayland's doing a good job. Probably he's wrestling a little more experienced wrestler here. It shows he's young. Our Spanish Fork's 113 pounders is very young. He'll come along.
Well, and the thing is, in these matches early like this, you want to be able to watch yourself, see what you know. A lot of these things that are happening, are correctable. You know, you just got to adjust. And if you learn from these things, you know, when I used to coach, I'd take the kids to the toughest tournaments I could find, so that they would show us what we need to work on. I mean, I had some tournaments I took kids to that I had state champions at the end of the year lose 2 in a row, not even placing the tournament. But by the end of the year, they could beat those kids they lost to because we made the adjustments. And that's what wrestling's all about. It's all about going to the tournament, seeing what you did, making these corrections, going in the wrestling room, and adjusting. And if the kids will work hard, you know, they can make that change.
We have the a great coach to wrestler ratio this year too, so no one will be left without personalized
help,
instruction.
yeah.
Both wrestlers work on their feet, working for elbow control.
Up, and now get the hand off of his head. Well, I tell you, my first match I ever coached, I had 8 guys get pinned. They didn't know how to get off their back, you know. It was quite an experience. Nice little duck under. Uh-oh. In tight. We're tied now.
Well, things are going to get exciting here.
They're tied. 27-27.
Now at weight class 120, center of the match, American Fork, Nicole Swanson. And Rolling Stones, Tate Sorensen.
Kate's going to be a great wrestler. He's just a 9th grader.
But he's a youngster.
He's a youngster. He's got great length. He moves well. And we look for great things out of him. He's very intelligent.
He's got to break away and take his tie-ups. Right now he's letting that guy have his own tie-ups.
American Fork with a 2-point takedown.
So if he watches this match on Spanish Fork Cable 17, he needs to recognize, don't stay in a tie-up if it isn't what you want.
I think he'll find himself in this the match here. Needs to clear his elbow. American Fork's working and looking for a cross-face cradle.
Got to keep himself out of trouble. He's doing a good job keeping a good base. And
Yes.
He's got to recognize the guy keeps coming to that, and I snatch at one time.
And hide that elbow a little bit.
Yeah. Needs to be working up a little bit. Don't let him lock it. Grab that hand.
Let's see if he can. Oh, he's got us.
Just take your right hand and put it on his shoulder. You're already going to lose 3, but if you, they've got to check and see if that was before.
I don't think the time was up on that. If I was coach, I would have challenged that.
You know,
I
the
would have
thing
checked
is
the time
too,
on that. It looked like
if he would just take. Maybe he's asking the ref. If he would take his arm and just keep it up, you're not going to get pinned on a cross-face cradle.
we have Bridger Warren.
Now we're down by 6. It's 33-27 for American Fork.
I think these.
Get your.
It's good position. I think we're young. That's good. Sometimes you have to just kind of weather the storm here. Guys come out real aggressive at times, and sometimes they'll just weather the storm.
Take a little juice out of them.
Exactly.
They slow down.
Everybody gets oxygen starved one way in a wrestling
Nice
match.
little shuck by. Got to stay behind though. You're high. You got to recognize when you're high.
That was a good slide by. I thought we had.
And we get crossface cradle here again. We've got to keep the head away from the knee.
Looks like he blocked it. American Fork's looking for a tilt.
And you're going to get the tilt.
He got the tilt. I don't know that he's.
And
somehow.
the rule. I don't know how many years they've been doing this. If this year, you can get pinned out of bounds.
Yes. We got scores 5-0. I think if Bridger can weather this, and 30 seconds left. American Forks, that Cherokee position locked up.
Yeah, he'll try to.
If he'll put that right hip down, and
that could be tight, and there's still plenty of time.
the near hip, to avoid getting turned, that near hip cannot come off the mat. If it does.
Oh, geez, that was with 1 second left.
Well, we've got our work cut out for us now.
Yeah, well, you know, we gave up pins with 1 second and no seconds on the clock. That's tough.
Well, here we are, 39-27.
Yeah, we're down by 2 pins.
Plays a junior, one of our more experienced wrestlers. Let's see if Clay can get a takedown and lock up a cradle or something for us and get a
nice little drag. Switch to 2 here, switch to 2.
Nice takedown by Clay Orton.
Ref will stop that when they put the legs in and they're standing. These are potentially dangerous.
There's a cradle situation right there.
He didn't stay heavy enough on the head.
American Fork came out and got 1 point escape, 2-1.
I don't think necessarily this is a bad deal. Go on our feet again and
catch him. You know, one of the best opportunities to score back points lots of times is out of a takedown, right out of a takedown, and looking for that bottom leg, as you talked about earlier. There we're looking for that cradle right there we had talked about. And I think we're going to pick up another 6 points right here. We did.
That was a prophecy there. All right. That was prophetic, Travis.
Well, we kind of know these kids and what they're prone to do. And
that puts us back in the game, 39-33. We'll go ahead and take another break at this point.
Great job by Clay Orton.
Mike Bartholomew. And wrestling 138, senior Dawson Shepard.
Well,
Okay, we're back, and this is a tough match for Shepard, isn't it? He's a pretty good kid.
I think so. I mean, I think you're familiar with the last name from American Fork. Probably these family names keep repeating themselves in the wrestling world.
Bartholomew's, yep.
But we'll need a pin here to tie the match up because this is it. We started at 145, and here we are at 138.
That's going to be a tall order, but I think the American Fork kid's ranked in the state. Well, I tell you, pins really make a difference in a match. And you know, you look at the forfeit. We give away a forfeit.
Right.
And that, you know, really both teams have won the same amount of matches at this point. But that forfeit hurt us.
Well, I think is a
nice.
You know, back in the day, we used to teach a kid to wrestle, not to get pinned. And times that's a necessity, and that's these duels reveal some holes in our game. And as a coaching staff, we're going to have to go back and teach that concept to wrestle at times when against a more experienced wrestler to not get pinned.
Yeah, you know, I mean, you might get beat, but don't get pinned. You give up two. That's like losing two matches.
And just stay in there for the full 6 minutes. And
I don't know about calling stalling. That's awful early to hit that with stalling.
yeah, I think sometimes the refs try to interject themselves into the match too much. But
I mean, they both were staying very active. I don't see they're not wrestling any different than anybody else did.
no, and we're out to the side running a spiral right there.
Trying to come in with the legs, but we're too high. You got to recognize it. He's trying to stack him, but we're not really in good position here.
We've got kind of an interesting position here.
We're very high. I'd almost go for a stalemate.
This is some type of weird half on the leg, and Dawson just locked up a far side cradle here, though. Let's see what.
But you can see how high he is. That Dalton can't. That stalemate's okay in that position. If he doesn't have his hips to be able to use the power in the hip, it's hard to do anything.
Yeah, he was seated a little too far underneath him. The American Fork wrestler had his toe. And there's a cradle almost there. We're looking for a cradle.
Dawson Shepard leads 2-1. Report has choice.
Shepard will go down. Let's see his first move on bottom. Come on up. Just keep coming up as you're peeling. A lot of people want to clear everything. Just keep coming up because if he's got to keep pulling you down, there you go. There's one. You can wear a guy out trying to ride you if you keep trying to come up. Cross ankle.
Well, we're 3-1. Dawson Shepard. Nice shot.
Nice
off
high
an
crotch.
underhook.
Got to get your head out. Get your head out. There you go.
Dawson scores 2 more. Takedown.
No, you're too high. Recognize your where you're high.
He's digging an arm bar out and maybe got a little too high. American Fork gets the escape.
That's smart. You let him go. Go ahead. You've been taking him down twice.
I think we take another takedown here and wear him out and get into the third. We can pick up another 6 points.
No.
Pass the leg.
Now come up. Raise up.
Elevation wins in this leg
He's got to raise
scramble.
up.
Whoever stays higher in the leg scramble, coach, you're right.
All he's got to do is come up. He's trying to come up. He's got to come up. Raise up.
Well, I think they'll hold for a stalemate here,
That's
right?
what you want to do. But he's got to keep coming up. He's letting him get higher. There you go.
Good call by the referee.
That's what you call predicament.
Now I look
Now
for.
switch to 2.
We got 3 seconds left. If he'll
Stay
run that
low.
corner on
Stay
that
low.
single leg, run it. We're going to run out of time here.
Nice job. Bartholomew picked down. We're up 5-2.
2 minutes to go.
It's going to be a tough order for Heber to try to pin this guy.
He's experienced enough to maybe keep himself out of trouble. We'll look for a cradle. He looked gassed going in that 3rd round. You see a wrestler start to put his hands on his hips and take deep breaths.
Yeah.
So he's not doing too much on bottom. We're looking for a turn.
Well, I think this guy was favored coming in this match, and maybe he's wondering about things right now.
I think so.
We got to watch. We're getting high. Get your hips back under control. Get your hips back under control.
We've got to get behind those arms now. We start to get too high, and both get that other hand, get both hands behind the arm.
It's got to scoot
and
back.
look for break the guy down.
Yeah, you can see.
American fork just got a reversal. Shepard
Now he's
got
got
a
to
little
turn and
too
face.
high.
Get that arm off.
And American fork picks up 2 near fall points, which makes the score right now. If the ref awards it, American fork's working an arm bar. He's not released the original hold. American fork looking to,
and really, it's because he was trying to get a pin. He was trying to get a pin
and got too high.
In a regular match, he would just try to get, he would just get the win, but he was trying to get a pin. So Shepard's got to calm down, but
well, it was a good match.
we want to thank Spanish Fork Cable 17 for covering this match. We're going to get a couple more covered. Thank Travis Harmon for joining us.
Thank you, Coach. It's a pleasure to be with you. You've done a lot for the sport and certainly taught many of us the game of wrestling.
It's nice to have Spanish Fork a wrestling town.
That's right.
It's a nice transition. And these guys will get better. These young mistakes, and I really think that was the case. He's trying to pin because normally you wouldn't keep doing like he was doing, but he's trying to make the team get back in it. And in doing that, he got high, and you can see what happens when you get high.
Kind of a risk-reward situation, but we'll get him next time.
Okay. Thanks, Travis. We'll see you next
Coach.
time. All right. Bye.